Hey there guys, my name is Ben and you're tuning into Nerd Array, and specifically you're tuning into the Daily Gaming News Flash, hosted by me, Ben. Just plug in my name again. This is the Daily Gaming News Flash, the 11th of January 2013. Yet again another short episode, so I'm going to try and incorporate a little bit more opinion in this one that nobody cares about, but you're going to have to listen anyway. So, first up. 75% of parents believe that violence in video games contributes to overall violence in the US. Yep. And they also believe that films, toys and bullying also contributed to the overall violence, so it's not just an attack on video games here. This study was done between the 4th and 5th of this month in 2013, so it's quite recent. In all fairness, 93% of the parents said the lack of supervision of their children was the main problem, so stop buying your kid COD, play with your child, offer them other types of stimulation, or buy suitable games. It's your call. World of Warcraft Syndicate and Vanity Pet has raised $2.3 million for charity. The $10 pet helped raise money for people displaced by Hurricane Sandy. I think a lot more game studios with microtransactions and DLC in their games should start doing this sort of charity work. I mean, a pet like this takes one or at most two people to draft, create texture, put in the game, you know, and the cooler you make it, the more sales you're going to get out of it, and you can help some starving kiddies. So, bam ba da bam, you're saving some kids, it's all good. Joe Danger is now out for iOS. You can pick it up on iPad and iPhone in the App Store for a fair $3. So if you're thinking about buying a coffee or giving to charity, don't. Just buy this instead. The creator of Heavy Rain has said that sequels kill innovation and creativity. This is a point I pretty much agree with, but not exclusively. So I think you've got two types of sequels. One of them being your Call of Duties, your FIFAs. They're the same proven formula, everyone likes them, and every iteration of the game, not much changes and not much gets taken away. So you end up with this game that's not worse than the last one or better by any sort of stretch, and that's why you also see FIFA and COD getting very similar review scores every single year, and that drives people absolutely crazy. And then we have games that take ideas, stories, mechanics, characters from the original game and explore them in more depth, and this sometimes can refine or better the original game. So there's things in the sequels you can often see that are done a lot better there, like, oh, I like this idea in the first game, but the implementation wasn't that great. But in the second one, oh, it was fantastic, it worked really well. But this works the opposite way around. Something in the first game that was good can be awful in the second game. And I think you see a lot of pressure from publishers to make developers not stray too far outside of the original idea, the original mechanics, because they can make bad decisions, it can go wrong, the fan base might be upset, it's a little bit too different. And that's where it kind of limits innovation and creativity. So a few news flashes ago I reported on a wonderful twat known by the name of Rockefeller. He wanted to propose a bill that studied the effects violent video games have on children. I made the point you wouldn't study the effects vodka had on children because that was a product for adults, just like 18 plus games. We already know that exposing young children to excessive violence, drug taking and sexual scenes is bad. And it seems like Congress agreed with me because it failed miserably. But he isn't giving up and he's going to try put it back in next time they go into session, and they'll probably fail miserably again because he said he's not going to change anything about it. Twat. So that marks the end of another short gaming news flash. I am sorry for the length. We are really emphasising the flash here. There's just not that many topics to really talk about. I hope you liked my added commentary and stuff, and you can check more of that out on Facebook and Twitter. Those links will be in the description. But more importantly, don't forget to visit the iconic, beautiful nerdarray.com for some more awesome content from me and others. Me being Ben, and I'll see you guys later. Ta-ra!